Welcome back, everybody. Last time we met this young lady here. She was a little, well, this is about my expression, or what someone's expression would be after meeting her. She was a little out there, a little strange, but you know, she was nice. She was very nice, so that's something at least. I'm sure we'll get to learn a little bit more about her maybe this time. She seems to have, well, she's very much in love with someone, we don't know who yet, and she seems to have taken our advice very seriously. So I don't think she's going to be leaving us alone anytime soon. She's going to keep asking us for more and more advice until we fall over and die or something. Oh, this is terrible rainy weather, isn't it? It's almost that day. The last day of June. The first day I spoke to Sachi. The day I confessed to her. The day Sachi told me she loved me too. The day Sachi and I became a couple. It's the day I died. So this is Megumi, I think. Maybe this is why she's been so down lately. She has been not really herself these past few weeks. I first met Sachi right after starting school at Shirojo. Shirojo? Actually, there was a... Oh, I don't have that button anymore. Never mind. There was a button that was saying in the options that I can replay with the voice, but I'm guessing that's only for the parts with the voice. So that makes sense. How do I go back? Oh, damn it. What did I press? Ah, crap. I didn't want to do that. Let's go back here. I'd been wandering on their school and decided to take advantage of the nice weather by going on the roof for lunch. Sachi was there. I could tell right away. I mean, her uniform was the only one that stood out from all the others. A black sailor uniform. It was striking, complementing her long black hair. Looks kind of purplish to me. Meh. She stood on the edge of the roof, her back to the fence. She didn't look away like she was doing anything in particular, just idly observing the state of the roof. She glanced at me when I appeared, then returned her gaze to the rest of the roof. But in that one moment, I felt my heart swelling, my cheeks flushing hot. I could feel my head start spinning. It was love at first sight. This mature girl, probably an upperclassman with her beautiful long black hair and her unique uniform. I didn't know her name or what class she was in. I didn't know what to do. My thoughts fizzled out, and when I turned back to look in her direction again, she was already gone. I thought my head was only spinning for a second, but there was only empty space by the time I looked back. She was nowhere to be seen on the roof. From that day on, I came to school for the sole purpose of meeting her again. I did everything I could. I went to the roof on my lunch breaks and stayed behind after school. I couldn't meet very often. It was only 2 or 3 times a week. For just that one moment when I arrived on the roof, she would look my way. For that one moment, my cheeks would grow hot. I loved that moment. Well, who wouldn't with that? Someone staring at you like that, jeez. But those were only moments I could see her. She would disappear before I'd even blink. Her spot would be empty, unoccupied. She would be gone, as if she'd simply faded away. On sunny days, her black sailor uniform stood out starkly against the blue sky. The uniform was only hers. That was only hers. But no one else ever noticed her. Was she? Maybe she was a ghost already at that point. Around the end of April, I finally realized that girl on the roof is a ghost. I'm the only one who can see her, and I can only see her for those split seconds. I understood then, but I wasn't afraid. No one else could see her. I was the only one who knew she existed, and she was so beautiful. I was actually happy about it. I wished I could see more of her, truly meet her. I wanted to talk to her, have a conversation. About what? I wasn't thinking that far ahead. But she was so beautiful, so wonderful. I admired her so much. I wanted to speak to her. I really did. I did everything I could to get to school. I went to the roof every day, many times. I could only see her for those short moments. Even if I sat where she'd been, I was always alone. I thought maybe I should say something to her, but no words ever came out. I'd just sit there. Even doing that again and again was kind of fun, but those fun days didn't last long. My health had always been fragile. I'd probably missed half of all my elementary and middle school days. I'd even overheard my parents and relatives talking about how lucky I'd lived to 15. I did as much as I could to see her after I started school at Shirojo. Even if I had a bit of a fever, I'd pretend I was fine and go to school anyways. I was happy to see her, and I loved the moments when she appeared. Mom and Dad worried about me, but they were happy for me too. But my body just couldn't keep up with my feelings. It was just an ordinary cold. That sort you catch when the seasons change, when the rainy season starts and the temperature fluctuates. The sort of cold normal people would recover from within a few days of rest, but not me. My fever refused to break. It became pneumonia, and I was hospitalized. I never recovered. My last living memory is my mom looking down and consoling me as she cried. I remember thinking, even as I looked back at her, that I wanted to go to school, thinking I wanted to see her. After that, I went to sleep, and I never woke up. I don't know how much my mom cried, or how sad my dad was. I didn't see my funeral either. Because by the time I realized it, I was on the roof, and I saw her clearer than before, and she looked over to me the same way she always did when I arrived on the roof. She looked really surprised. Seconds passed, but she didn't disappear. She was there. I couldn't take it anymore. I ran straight to her. Ah, my voice is working. I can talk to her. Yes, you're... Oh, I can hear her too. Her voice is mature and beautiful, just like I imagined. And my voice is reaching her. What should I say? What should we talk about? I thought about this, I dreamed about it, but there's only one thing I want to tell her first. I love you. For a while, she was frozen there, a stunned look on her face. Of course, I hadn't realized I'd never told her my name. I just wanted her to know. I wanted her to tell her that first feeling I'd felt when I'd met her. She held that surprised expression a little longer, then she smiled kindly to me and... Thank you. That's how she responded. That was June 30th, about 30 years ago. I'd confessed to her before I'd really even grasped the fact that I'd become a ghost. We spoke about each other after that, and about all sorts of other things. I spent all that time on the roof with Sachi-chan. San. It was always just the two of us, too. The roof was deserted, no doubt due to the rain. No one had come up during lunch, and no one was there after school either. Sachi was gone, too. This is no fun, I muttered, leaving the eaves over the entrance to the roof. Rain, huh? What was it like back then, on those days, when I tried everything to get to school to see Sachi? I wouldn't strain myself by going onto the roof with an umbrella, so I'd probably just peeked out from the roof entrance before leaving. I didn't think I saw her on those rainy days. Now the rain doesn't matter, it goes right through my body. I don't feel heat or cold. I won't get wet, so I can walk around normally. It's just a matter of my mood. It's probably why I'm feeling all gloomy and melancholic. It's coming up, huh? June is about to end, the 30th is approaching. I wonder if Sachi remembers. It's a special day for me, the day I was able to speak with Sachi, and the day I confessed to her, the day I became a ghost and could be together with Sachi forever. I don't think she'd forget, but on days like this, when we're apart after school, I get anxious. I know why we're apart, it's because Yuna's appeared. Someone who can see Sachi and me and speak with us, not a ghost, but a living person. Thanks to Yuna, a dream Sachi has always wanted to realize may come true. Helping girls who want to convey their feelings but can't, and allow their love to bloom. And if this school gets filled with girl-girl couples, someone may be able to tell us how to love each other as girls. But for that to happen, we've gotten pretty busy lately, huh? I like that Sachi looks so happy every day, but when she's talking to Yuna so excitedly, I look down from the lonely roof, empty of even Sachi. It's Yuna. Yuna. Hey, Megumi, you surprised me. No duh, I snuck up behind you just to do that. I caught her just before she left the main gate. I can't go outside the school grounds after all, so this is about as far as I can make it. Well done, don't have a cow, jeez. You snuck up on me. It's weird seeing someone in the rain without an umbrella. I'm telling you, that's what I was going for. You really look like a ghost when you stand there in the rain like that. Well, I have one, the genuine article. Going home? Yes, there isn't really anything to do today. Actually, everyone's kind of in trouble lately. It's just that we haven't been able to report much because of the downpour. We still need to make new plans. I see. What is it? Do you need something? Not at all. I just saw you going home and decided to say hi. I see. Yuna, she suddenly appeared between Sachi and me. Sachi and I both knew she'd be coming to the roof to eat lunch since last year, but that was it, so we never thought any more of her. That thing at the end of the holidays in May was just to pass the time, too. Sachi and I play around like that all the time. We didn't mean to tease her. We didn't think she could hear us after all. We didn't think that anyway. And yet, against all expectations, Yuna heard us. She'd seen us and was surprised. We were surprised too. We'd barely even considered that someone like her could exist. Sachi and I had talked before about what to do if someone like that appeared, what we'd ask them to do. But I'd never expected it to happen. Yet Yuna heard us. She saw us, and she's gotten in between Sachi and me. Sachi seems happy that she's finally able to do what she's always wanted to do, and I'm happy that Sachi's happy, but Yuna's presence is making me nervous and irritated. She said she doesn't really understand homosexuality and that she can't since she's never been in love. That's fine, I don't care as long as she doesn't think poorly of my relationship with Sachi. If she doesn't understand it now, what if she came to understand? Would she fall in love with Sachi? Would she fall in love with all of Sachi's wonderful qualities? She's kind of recluse and shies away from getting involved with people, but she's smart and seems competent, and I guess she does have a few friends. And she's helping us out. Since Yuna got in between us, we finally helped Maki, Sasa, and Kiri, one after another. Sachi seems happy about that. She seems to really enjoy helping out with Yuna. Maybe she's having so much fun she's forgotten my important day. Since Yuna showed up? So you came to see me off? To kill me? Sure, thanks. If Yuna falls in love with Sachi, no, that's not it. I don't care about that. Well, see you tomorrow. If Sachi falls in love with Yuna... You? What? Did you say something? I won't forgive you. Huh? I won't forgive you if you get between Sachi and me. I won't forgive you if you fall in love with Sachi. I won't forgive you if Sachi starts loving you. If that happens, I'll really curse you. Wait a second, what are you talking about? Even I know that there's no point in telling Yuna this now. I told you before that I don't really get that stuff, didn't I? I think Sachi's a good person, but I've never thought about her that way before, and she's your girlfriend, isn't she? Please don't curse me because of some weird misunderstanding, okay? You're right, Sachi is my girlfriend. She's my most important person. I'm telling you, I get it. You know, Yuna, I became a ghost in order to confess to Sachi, in order to become her lover. Huh? I saw Sachi on the roof while I was alive. I fell in love with her the first time I saw her, and I came to school every day in order to see Sachi. But I was frail, and I strained myself too much to go to school, and died because of it. But thanks to that, I became a ghost. I was able to confess my feelings to Sachi, and Sachi fell in love with me too. Sachi knows about this too. I told her, after all. So, Sachi might think it's her fault that I died. She might think I tried too hard and died because of her. Why am I telling Yuna this? I don't know what Sachi was like before I met her. I don't know why she became a ghost either. Sometimes I wonder though, if Sachi was in love with someone like I was, if she became a ghost because she wanted to tell that person her feelings. But I don't know any of that. And I don't care. As long as Sachi loves me, as long as she tells me she loves me, I'm fine with that. Because I want to be with Sachi. Things that I've always thought, things hidden in my heart, things I couldn't ask Sachi, couldn't tell her. Why am I telling them to Yuna? But maybe I just wanted to tell someone other than Sachi, that I love Sachi this much. Even if Sachi feels sorry for me, even if that's why she's together with me, I don't care. As long as she loves me because of it. Even if Sachi has feelings for someone else, if she still loves me and will be with me. Sachi said that she wanted to become one in body and soul with someone. Then she could find peace with no regrets, right? Yeah, she did say that. That's why Sachi believes. That's why we're getting you to help us. Hey, if that happens, if after this everything goes well and Sachi and I have a wonderful first time, will Sachi pass on, even if she's someone else inside her heart besides me? How could I know that? But Yuna, if there's someone still Sachi-san's heart, and she can't find peace because of it, if that happens, I know I won't pass on either, because my only wish is to be together with Sachi forever. That's it. I do long for this first time with Sachi. I wonder how great it might be, but if Sachi passes on after our first time, I'll go with her. If she doesn't, I'll stay here with her. I want to be by Sachi-san's side forever. I want to be with her forever. This isn't a betrayal. I'm not deceiving Sachi. I'm helping Sachi because I want to be together with her, together forever. I want us to have our first time together, then stay together forever after that. That's all I wish for. I think I feel better now. Oh, she's gonna go back to her normal self? That would be nice. Wait a second, you're just dumping all this on me? Well, that's how it is. So you'd better do your part to help, for my sake and for Sachi-san's. What the heck? And if you tell me any of this to Sachi, I'll curse you. I'll curse you if you fall in love with Sachi too. I get it already. I won't tell her, okay? And I'll help you with whatever I can. Is that good enough for you? Yes, it is. I really do feel better now. Ever since I became a ghost, Sachi's been the only person I could talk to, and that was great, but It looks like I've been building up some things I couldn't say to her. I'm glad I found someone I could tell them to. What's wrong? Aren't you going home? Get moving. You were the one who stopped me here to talk to me. I don't know what you're talking about. See you. I'm going to see Sachi. Yuna looks like she has something she really wants to say, and now she's getting angry. But I don't want to deal with that, so I'll just wave to her and head back to the roof. I don't think Yuna will say anything to Sachi after she promised not to, and I bet she'll keep helping us as before too. She seems like she's earnest that way. Yuna's pretty convenient if I think about it that way, huh? What the heck was that about? Megumi said all she wanted to say, then flew off looking weirdly happy about it. As I watched her float to the roof, I found myself reluctant to leave. I didn't expect to hear those things about Megumi, and those feelings of hers. What was that about? I don't think Megumi's feelings for Sachi were that strong. Her words were so forceful that it was a little scary. Forceful and... is wholehearted the right word? The reason she died, the fact that Sachi knew about it. Megumi said that Sachi might feel responsible for her death, but that she didn't care if that was why Sachi loved her. She still wants to be with Sachi. Could I imagine that, wanting to be with someone that badly? It was almost like she was telling herself too, reassuring herself. Just blurting out all of the things she couldn't say to Sachi. Yeah, I guess it was stuff she'd bottled up. I wonder if she'd always wanted to say that stuff to somebody. Is that why she looked so refreshed after saying all that? Frankly, I've been thinking of Megumi as more childish than that, since she's always getting jealous of me or threatening me or just clinging to Sachi. But the Megumi who was just here was much more. No, I don't think maturity is really it. She had a feeling hidden in her heart, one I've never known, a strong desire to be together forever with Sachi. Is that her love, I wonder? Well, I'll keep helping them like I have been. It was just kind of going along with it, but I don't have any reason to suddenly stop helping them. And I think Megumi sort of just had to say all that stuff, but... now that I've heard it, I want her feelings to reach Sachi too. I think so. I don't know what Sachi thinks, and I don't know how much of Megumi's feelings she understands. Feelings and thoughts aren't always well conveyed to other people, I know that. But I hope that Megumi's can be properly conveyed to Sachi. I don't want her to curse me just to take out her anger out on something though. Just when I thought, well, I should probably actually get going. Yuna! Oh, Sachi. Heading home? Yeah. Sachi was now also standing exposed under the rain. It really is convenient to be a ghost, but it kind of throws me off. Sachi slid underneath my umbrella with me. I'm sorry, it's not as if I'll get wet, but I just don't feel right standing in the rain without an umbrella. I guess that makes sense. Were you talking to Megumi about something? Was she watching? But I can't tell her what Megumi just told me. I'm not sure how to answer, but... oh, it's alright. I didn't come over here because I wanted to ask you about that. Alright. I had something I wanted to ask you to do, Yuna, separate from your usual assistance. She said, then explained this favor of hers to me. Keep it secret from Megumi, okay? Adding that on at the end, her request was something very simple. It would take just a little time and effort. Thank you, Yuna. Sachi said her thanks and smiled while I accepted her request. Her face wore her usual maturity and kindness, but she also looked quite happy. I wish Megumi could have seen it too. I'm guessing she wants us to get some kind of present for Megumi for her death anniversary? What would you call that? I mean, it's not her birthday, it's her death day, I guess, is the only name I can come up with, which is next week. Alright, so that was a good amount happened there. So Megumi is, I think she's going to be back to her normal self now. She was a little off these past few weeks, like I said before, but she's gotten what was bothering her off her chest, I think, so that's good. And I do think we're going to be doing something special for Megumi's death day. So maybe we'll find out what that is, maybe this time, or maybe we'll meet this girl again, which is like I thought we would be doing today, but we didn't. So who knows? Anyways, we'll find out next time. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.